Destined Rivals release day was yesterday, and honestly, from what I've seen so far on the internet, it actually went really well. I would love to hear y'all's opinions on how y'all's release day went. I have seen from a good amount of people, it seemed like if you went out and actually tried to find some product, you were able to get some. It was still difficult for people to get product. Of course, it wasn't the best, but I feel like over these last couple of days, if you actually try to go out and look for product, you were able to find it for the most part. I know a lot of people went to GameStops, and that was kind of like their last option, and just go to GameStop and just pay a little bit more for the product and open it really like that. So that was the good thing right there that I've seen. But for the most part, I've seen really good signs. Amazing release day, honestly, in my opinion, for as hyped as this set is. So that's a good thing, I would say that. But before we get into this, I would appreciate if you like this video. Comment down below, were you able to get some product yesterday? How was your release day? Everything went well? Me personally, my release day, it went all right. I showed it to my Walmart, and guess what product I found? I got the Marnie. This is all I got. But this ain't even for me, really. This is for my buddy. He needs it for playability and stuff like that, and so I got it for him, so he got that. But yeah, I tried to go to my local Walmart, and the lady said, I'm like, oh, I was standing there, me and another guy were kind of like talking. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, all Destined Rivals products gone. He's like, yeah, I guess they took it. The next thing you know, one of the cashiers behind me were like, yeah, they were here like a couple hours ago. There was like a line of like 20 people waiting for him to stock it and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, a line of 20 people? That's insane. But that's just how it is sometimes. So I didn't really personally try to get in person. I did get my Pokemon Center ETB somewhere over there. Amazing, beautiful ETB. We're gonna be looking at the prices as well too. But I would say for the most part, for people that actually try to go out and get some product, like look, we'll look in the community Discord. All you see is just hits from Destined Rivals. That's all you see, and this is just oak pools really. This guy got a good amount. He got some blooming water, some ETBs. Shout out to Alec. Somebody pulled a Mewtwo. I would say this, for the pull rates on this set, it seems like they're extremely good. I mean, really good. Like, it's crazy how good these pull rates are, honestly, in my opinion, because it's wild. Good to see everybody get some product, though. At least they try to get some product. Look, more product. Got some ETB, a booster box, sleeve blisters, ETB, more Destined Rivals hits. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's just plenty. This is all I'm seeing in the Discord. Crazy. I'm glad to see everybody were able to get some product. And like I said, this is kind of a couple days. 3 ETBs, a blooming water. Like, there was a good amount of people. More pools. They opened some product. Destined Rivals ETB, Pokemon Center ETB, some Marnie decks. That's kind of how mine went. Like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people, if they really came down to it, they ended up just going to GameStop and just paying a little bit extra price and buying a couple of sleeve blisters. I kind of think that's how it went. Me personally, I called my GameStop. I could have probably went there, especially the one that I showed y'all that had like 738. I called them multiple times. I was like, it's maybe like 15-20 minutes away from me. I'm like, am I gonna drive there and not be able to get product? So I was like, it's not even worth it for me, so I'm just gonna not even go there. I kept trying to call them, they didn't answer, probably because they're getting blown up all day, so it kind of makes sense where they're coming from on that. But for the most part, that's how it went for today. Like I said, I could have probably found some product today if I really wanted to. I just didn't feel like driving around, and also I was really tired and I came home and fell asleep. That's why this video should have been out yesterday, but we're not gonna talk about that. And also, I don't know if y'all know or not, like I said, we're gonna be talking about a whole video about this. This is probably coming out probably later today, maybe. I'm not 100% sure when this video is coming out, but we know it's got released on Pokemon Center. Really weird drop. I don't even know, honestly, in my opinion. But there is a Tyranitar Pokemon Center promo. I would really suggest y'all to get this. Me personally, I've gotten one of these. Amazing card. I can tell you this right now. No matter the way you look at this, this is a buy for you. Maybe buy something that's $20 or something like that. This thing will eventually be $20, $30, $40, $50 in like a couple months, couple years. Beautiful promo card. Trust me, you're gonna want to get one of these. Just to have one, trust me, it's free too. You literally, what you're gonna do is go to shop, celebrate Team Rocket, go down, purchase any of these products right here you want, and it should just come up in the thing. Look, we'll literally just add this in the cart, and it should come up whatever you buy. It just comes up there with it. It's kind of free. It's really interesting how this is. I've never really seen a thing. Wait, what? Never mind. This deck box is out. But you understand what I'm saying. This one right here is really interesting though. This promo that came up on the Pokemon Center, because you don't need to like add no code or something like that. Typically, where you press Enjoy Pokemon at checkout, you typically put in a code. This one you don't need a code, which is interesting. It just automatically adds it to your cart, which I'm kind of glad with. I'm kind of glad with, really, honestly, because it makes it easier for people to get. And now not a lot of people are able to find the codes, this, that, and the other, and they have a problem with it. So make sure y'all get one of these. I would really suggest it. They have some Team Rocket merch on there too. Like I said, whole video about the Pokemon Center coming up soon, because this was crazy. I don't know what's going on here right now, but we'll go over it soon. But the one thing I did want to talk about, we were talking about a little bit ago, is pull rates. pull rates on this set seem amazing. I mean, crazy. I would say I have probably seen yesterday, I've probably seen about maybe 10 to 15 SAR Mewtwo's get pulled. Honestly, it's kind of crazy. I've seen a lot of Mewtwo's yesterday. I mean, an absolute lot. And not no regular EX, not a full R or anything like that. This SAR right here, this card right here, I've seen a good amount of these get pulled. So it does seem like the hit rates are pretty good. As we've seen, this is what TCG Player has. They always put out one of these things. This is opening up 8,000 Destined Rivals pack, so it's not 100% the pull rates. I haven't watched Danny Phantom's video yet about the pull rates. I would really suggest you, if you want to know accurate pull rate data, go and watch his video. They are always accurate. I always watched his videos on release to see the pull rates, but I've just been very, very busy, so I haven't been able to watch the video or anything like that. So go check his video out if you want to know like exact pull rates, but it's kind of probably similar to this, I would assume so. But the hyper rares, 1 out of 149 packs, and specific hyper rares is 1 out of 894. Any SAR, 1 out of 94. Any specific SAR, 1 out of 1,033. It seems like it's a little bit, I mean, I guess that makes sense, around there. Any illustration, 1 out of 12. It seems like illustrations are easier to hit in this set because I've been seeing a lot of people hit illustrations. I mean, an absolute lot. Ultra rare, 1 out of 16. Specific ultra rare, 1 out of 344. Double rare, which is EXs and stuff like that, 1 out of 5. Any specific, 1 out of 86. So honestly, these pull rates seem good. Seems like a lot of people are actually enjoying opening this set. All I've heard is just positivity from people opening a set and actually being able to enjoy it. Like, for example, how Prismatic was, like, you couldn't find product of Prismatic, and the pull rates were rough anyways. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a worst of worst. Destined Rivals, you can probably find some product you might pay a little bit over market for it, or over MSRP, just a little bit over MSRP for it, but your pull rates are good, so you still have possibility of getting some cards, this, that, and the other. We'll probably go over prices maybe later today. Like I said, I have so much content to pick up on, so I'm behind right now. I'm way behind right now, but I do want to talk about prices for the actual cards and singles themselves, because these things have been drastically falling in price. But also, well, at least the last couple of days, it's been, I didn't look at it, I looked at the prices of cards the day before release, and they're actually holding for a good amount of value. Like I said, we'll go into probably later today's video, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. And the one thing that I will talk about in this video, and also talk about in another video, is the prices on product. Oh, this is so happy. I'm glad to see these prices are coming down a decent amount. They're not coming down drastically like crazy. Well, they kind of are, but like not insanely. The booster box, for example, it came down to about $250, and $250 for this booster box, it's getting to an interesting price. I do still want this booster box to come down more and more and more. Me personally, I will probably start buying this booster box probably around the 200s. If we hit 200s, I doubt it will even hit 200 though, because 200 is about where Journey Together is. And do I think Destined Rivals is better than Journey Together? Yes, of course. You mean like that? I think it's way better than Journey Together. So I do think this is one of the better sets of the Scarlet and Violet era. I still stand on my opinion. I think this is probably one of the top 3 sets in Scarlet and Violet era. It goes, like I said, no order or anything like that. Destined Rivals, Prismatic Evolutions, 151. Those are the top 3 sets of Scarlet and Violet era. You can't at me, you mean like that? We can go debate that back and forth, but I really think those are the top 3 sets. Really, this one right here, I'd say, because the pull rates are, I don't even say pull rates, just a cards. Destined Rivals is a beautiful set, absolutely gorgeous set. Last main series set of the Scarlet and Violet era, which is sad, but I mean, hey, they went out with a bang, I can tell you that. But when we go to the Pokemon Center ETB, this one is actually falling a good amount. I mean, a massive amount. As we see, this is currently selling for $180. $180 for Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETB. That price is not bad at all, in my opinion, for this. As we see, the prices are kind of all over the place. TCG Player is always kind of weird the way they do this stuff. Pre-release prices on Destined, or on products in general, or new sets, is kind of always higher on TCG Player because you only have maybe like 1 or 2 stores being able to sell the product, and then on release day, it just floods the market by as many people being able to put as much product as they want. As we see right here on TCG Player, you do have a good amount of people listing product right now. You do have a good amount of people like that have like lower reviews listing in like the 170s. The better probably seller that we see, only like the start seller, the first start seller, is at 185. So that's where that price is at right now. Me personally, I still think this is a good price for the ETBs. I honestly, under $200, a steal in my opinion for long term. That's my opinion. Then we go to the regular ETB. Regular ETB is actually falling down under $100, which I'm glad to see this. It's typically how this happens though, because all these scalpers, flippers, resellers, this, that, and the other, once they get their product on release day, everybody starts to flood the market with this product. And after that, you just know people are trying to fight down to get the lowest price so they can get it's just kind of how it goes. It's always how it goes on release day and everything like that. But this product did crash down a good amount, which I'm happy for. I want this ETB to go down farther. Will it? I don't know, honestly. Like I said, this set's a very, very strong set. This ETB in person, I did get my pre-orders from Target. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely beautiful. I love this ETB so much. Crazy. Oh my goodness, amazing ETB. Like, it's insane. Like the Pokemon Center and this one next to each other, oh my, chef's kiss. But overall, I think Destined Rivals release day was actually really well. I kind of already assumed this to be really, really well, especially the day before when I started going around and seeing what the stock is at Targets, this, that, and the other. We have seen some kind of crazy videos going around, especially the one with the kid and the older guy. If y'all seen that video, man, I was about to make a video about that. That video made my heat boil, my blood boil. But you can't really take the video for what it is. You can, but like, I'm not 100% sure that video is really accurate. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get deeper into that. But I just kind of want to talk about Destined Rivals release day and kind of see how it went for y'all. That's really what this video is. Kind of let me know how y'all's release day went. Overall, I think this was a massive W. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a good set, really hype setup, and actually people were able to get product. That's the one thing that I'm kind of glad for this was, and that's the main thing I wanted to see was people be able to get product. You might have had to pay a little bit more. You might not have got as much as you want because of you mean like that. That's just kind of how the times we're in right now. But if you want to pay a little bit more, you probably went to GameStop and maybe bought some sleeve blisters. Trust me, if you went out this morning on release day, I think you were able to get some product. I do know people were waiting at GameStops and everything like that, and I can kind of understand where they're coming from with that, because the booster boxes are selling for like $200 there, and you can get like two of you or one of every product, which ain't bad in my opinion. So just kind of want to go over what the release day was and what I've seen it as. I think this was a massive W. I would say this as well too. The one good thing about Destined Rivals was every single product came out today, so it was a good amount of chances for people to buy product, everything like that. So I'm glad to see that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. How did your release day go? Was everything went well for you? Were you happy with how it went, or is it sad how it went? Please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear, because for the most part, I've seen a big W here, which I'm glad. I'm really, really glad how this is. At least people on release day can try to get some product. It's good. It's good to see that. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. We'd really appreciate it. Make sure you like this video. I would really appreciate that. Leave a comment down below. How was your release day? And also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. We're pushing 10K. We're gonna get there. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.